Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, July 17th. We are halfway through July. Summer's not halfway over, but yet it kind of feels like it's halfway over. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. We had a very busy weekend, but it was wonderful. We got to spend time with family. I got to meet my great niece on Friday and spend some time with her and my niece and my sister and my parents. So it was a really good time with all of them. And then we had a family reunion on Saturday with Tony's side of the family. So we went there and got to see people we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. So that was good. And then yesterday I went up to my sister's and we went and saw Menopause the Musical, which was fabulous. We laughed. It was just awesome. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining. Weather was nice, not overly hot, or when it was hot, there was a breeze, so it was good. Okay, I'm going to get my computer up here so that I can watch for comments. And let me know what you did. Linda Vanderspool's here. Yay. All right, hang on just a second. All right, I think I'll be able to see now. Trying to check glasses. I have my old glasses on. My regular glasses are just chewing my nose up raw, so I'm trying to see how well I can see and where I can see, and I've got to go in and get some different ones. Okay, so lots and lots going on right now. First thing is, don't forget to comment, like, share, love, tag, help me grow my online presence. Hi, Sharon. And I give away 2 prizes every week. And somebody asked when I mention or I show you the host code, what is that for? That allows me to collect hostess rewards on any orders that are placed during the week. Oh, nice. Is that Nancy? Yes, it is. Okay, sorry, back over there and then I'll go back again. That allows me to collect hostess rewards on orders that are placed throughout the month. And then I use those hostess rewards to order prizes. So that's when I order the embellishments and things, is when I have some extra hostess dollars so that it's not costing me extra money to be able to give those away. And I love being able to give away different things. Today I have 2 retired items that we are giving away. Okay, so Nancy spent her weekend with Sandy and others, which is wonderful. It was definitely a fun family weekend. Okay, so the first prize is a package of the champagne rhinestones. Loved these. They are retired, but they're still very usable. It is a brand new package, and the lucky winner is Jan Halsey. So Jan, congratulations. If you will pop me a message with actually I think I have your address from our demo make and takes. So I will go ahead and get these out in the mail to you. The second package is Texture Chic Memories and More cards and envelopes. Sorry, you can't see them very well. So that is a package of card bases and really awesome envelopes. Again, these are retired, but they're fabulous. And it is a package of, I believe it's 20. I'm looking on here to see. And of course, it just says 1 set. It doesn't tell me, but I'm pretty sure that it is 20 cards and envelopes in here. The winner of this is Carol Busby. So Carol, I will be seeing you on Saturday for Summer Splash. So I will bring this for you then. Okay. So I have some fun things to share. I posted out earlier today that the Trucking Along bundle is available again. And just like that, the punch is not available. The stamp sets they have, but the punches are now not available to order. I just checked literally seconds before I came on live, and they have reordered them, but they won't be available until the end of October, okay? So you have a couple months to wait, but we can definitely still use the stamp set, and we can fussy cut if we need to make our fun little projects and things. So just know that ahead of time. Right now, the stamp set is still available. okay? And I'm going to talk about the online exclusives. So let's just turn the camera down because I have lots of fun things to share with you today. I found out just a little bit ago, and I did post also on Facebook, that Stampin' Up! Is doing a stamp set sale on Wednesday only. All stamp sets from the, and I'm trying to get some better lighting over here, and it seems like all I do is give myself a worse shadow. All stamp sets in the annual catalog, Wednesday only, the 19th, will be 15% off. Okay, and that's, I kind of shared quick on a Facebook post that this is coming. So if you've got things on your wish list, it does not include bundles. It does not include Hostess stamp sets. It is stamp sets only. Okay, so look at your wish list and see it's a great time. Again, there is the host code for July. Let's pull it down in here. Okay. All right, so that's the first deal. And then online exclusives, okay? I have this little flyer, and I will try to put a link to it on the Facebook post. But there's a QR code here. We keep saying, where do we find the online exclusives? Take this QR code with your phone, and it will take you right to it. You can also go to my stampwithpeggy.com blog, click on Shop Now, and right at the top there's a banner that kind of changes between three different pictures. One of them is online exclusives. Just click on that and it will take you right to the online exclusives that are available. These were some initial things. The open or one horse and sleigh. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting all over myself here. The horse and sleigh stamp set, and then the coordinating dies. And I did not pre-order them, but I decided I wanted them to do a little bit of early Christmas stuff before the holiday catalog comes out. And then with that stamp set, there is coordinating designer paper. Okay, look at how pretty this is. Remember, and I can't think right now what it was seashore type designer paper that you could literally just stamp a greeting on. But the horse and sleigh, you could put that on here and they're out on the way to Grandma's house. And then look at the back side of that one, just a fun image. This is kind of a cool one too. Again, you could cut it off and just have a portion where you have the trees, and then love this as the background. That is really, really cool. Look at how fun that one is. Little bit of bright summer, or not summer, but bright sun along with the snow on the ground. Take some Wink of Stella and you can make that sparkle a little bit. And then just a nice geometric. Look at how pretty this one is. This one I really want to try to do a framed art with, and some of the little fairy lights that are battery operated. Maybe we can cut little openings or whatever and put some vellum on the backings of these and make those actually light up. And then a fun one. This is kind of a cool one, looking down from the top of the trees. And you can put a little image down in there. And then again, just nice. Look at how pretty this one is. Beautiful. And then, of course, the wood grain. I just looked, and I am not seeing that this is not available right now, but it is coming back in on November. Stop and think, Peggy. Coming back in next Monday, the 24th, is the expected date for this designer paper to come back in. Look at that cute little deer. So yeah, Jackie, this is beautiful paper. I had not ordered it before, and it's like, yeah, it is definitely a fabulous winter paper. But I really like the back sides of it also. The little fox. Look how pretty that is. And then this one. Okay, so those are the papers that are part of that bundle. And then I love this. Snowflakes in copper, gold, and white in 2 different sizes. These are a blast. All right, let's see. That's the designer paper package. And then the So Very Merry stamp set that sold out immediately when the online exclusive became available. And this is Not available right now, but it is expected back at the end of the month. I love, love, love this stained glass Santa and then the beautiful angel. That'll make some really fun ornament type things. Okay. All right. And then the end all is the Trucking Along stamp set. Love it. It is photopolymer, so you will be able to line up the tree in the truck, the plants, the presents. This one I think is a palm tree. Hi, Mary Beth. I was thinking that there was a pumpkin, but sunflowers. So this is really going to be a lot of fun to play with. And like I said, this is available right now. It just came back in stock today. And then the fabulous punch is not available right now, but it will be coming back again, like I said, the end of October. But we can do so much with this, even without this right now. Okay? All right. Let's see. What else do I have here? Okay, reminder of the 15% off. Okay. I've been seeing this card. They're calling it an impossible card, but it is different than what the old impossible cards or never ending cards, maybe the other one was called. And this is just fun. Look at this. You know, I like fun fold cards. Okay. So it goes in the envelope flap or flat, and then it will stand up on display. You could write your birthday greeting or whatever on the back of there, or you could do it back here also. Okay. So how fun is that? So that is what we're going to make. Only we're going to use a different portion. We used the Zany Zoo stamp set. I basically used it for the greetings and the music notes and the confetti because I cheated and I cut out of the designer paper the little images that I'm going to use. I cut these guys out so that I didn't have to do any coloring. I did fussy cut them. I didn't even dig my dies out. I just fussy cut them out this time. All right, so to start that, we need to bring our paper trimmer in here. And remember, I use my paper trimmer backwards from all of you, or so I'm told. Okay, so we're going to start with a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. So it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to pull this in here. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to score it at 2 1/8 so that it's in half. Okay, so we're going to go over here to 2 1/8. And I don't know if this one's big enough. Nope, I don't have the right end in it. Okay, so we're just going to score it at 2 1/8. All right. Oh, awesome. Eve, that's wonderful. Eve did this card for the Lake County Fair, and she won some tickets. That's cool. Or in a competition. Okay, so now we're going to turn it, and we're going to line it up at, so here's our score line across here. We're going to line it up at 2 3/4, and we're going to cut it up to the score line. Okay, so we're going to go like that. And then we're going to line it up at 1 inch, and we're going to cut from the top down to the score line. And then we're going to slide it over to 4 1/2, which gives us 1 inch on this side. And we're going to do the same thing. Okay. And so again, here's our little cheat sheet. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Score it at 2 1/8. Cut it at 2 3/4 up to the score line. And then at 1 inch at each side, or 1 inch and 4 1/2 inches. Okay. How on earth does that make a card? Well, super simple. You just, let's see, now I did it backwards again. Here we go. And you just flip it. So we start here, and then we just flip it. And we have score lines all over, but those are going to be covered up. Okay, and so I'm folding and creasing well on the score line there. And that's how it stands up. We have cut marks here. We didn't cut anything out. How does it do that? Well, that's because we flipped it. Okay. All right. So now we have to create our designer paper. And as you can see, depending how you cut or which direction you cut, top to bottom, you'll end up with your pieces different. And that's okay. So we're going to pull our paper cutter back in here again. And we are going to do 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 4 inches. Now, on this one, I just did the designer paper, but you know, Peggy, that was my sample. I really need to have a matte layer. I decided this time that I want to use the, let's see, which one is it? Glorious Gingham, Gorgeous Gingham. Okay. But I want a black matte. So I started with 2 pieces that are 2.5 inches by 4 inches. Okay, we're going to put it in the paper trimmer and we're going to cut it, and now I'm trying to make sure, at 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to cut down to 2 1/8. Okay, so we're going to cut down to 2 1/8. So right now that's what I have. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to line it up at 2 1/8, and I'm going to cut from the bottom up to that cut line. And of course, I didn't get it quite, but that's what I end up with. Okay? And that goes right there. Gives me a nice border around. Okay? But now I want some designer paper on there also. So we're going to do the same thing, only this time we're going to line it up at 5/8 of an inch, and we're going to cut it down to, and I put 2 1/4, but it would be 2 inches. Okay, so 5/8 of an inch is where you're lined up, and you're going to go down to 2 inches. And then we're going to cut up to that. And again, if it doesn't quite meet, you can get your scissors out. Save those little pieces for something else. And now we're going to work with these. And I think I just cut those the opposite direction. Okay, that's all right. We can get it to work. Oops, and I forgot. I was supposed to cut this down to 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So I just totally messed you up on that. And I'll grab another one and cut it so that that makes sense, what I'm saying. And this one I want at 2 3/8. So I'm just cutting 1/8 of an inch off because I want my small little border, okay? All right, and we're gonna flip this the other way. Okay, so then our black goes there, and then our designer paper will fit right on it. And then again, we're gonna go here, and our designer paper goes right on there. Did I not cut that one? Yeah, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and adhere our designer paper to our black pieces, and then the black pieces to the card. Okay, have I lost you yet? See, Eve says it's one of her favorite folds. Okay, Eve, if you have a picture of your card, make sure you post it over on my Stamp with Peggy VIP page or group, okay, so that everybody can see your winning card. I love that. And yes, this card has been, or this technique or this fold has been around for a long time. I've just not made one of these before. And I decided it was time. Oh, yay. Eve's looking for it. Good. Okay. So we just have some nice brightness. I love it. Okay. Now we have a little bit of, it bends pretty easy because we have this little connection in there. Okay. So we're going to put a stabilizer bar right across there. All right. your grid paper is fabulous because you can line everything up. And then let's just go ahead. We're going to put heavier on this wide end and then just a little spot on the narrower end because we don't want it to stick in between here. Okay, and then we're just going to adhere this onto here. And it should be, we might have to trim a little bit off. This piece is 1 inch by 5.5. And then I have a 7/8 of an inch by 5 3/8 of the lemon lime twist. And I'm looking for my other, yep, there it is. Okay, so we're just going to stick that on. We're going to go from this side because I need to trim that side off a little bit. Hi, Cheryl. Cheryl is vacationing and getting to see all of South Dakota and all the area out there. She's been seeing lots of things. Okay, so then I took a piece, excuse me, of 3/4 inch by 5 1/4 basic white, and I used the Zany Zoo, the Something Great to Celebrate You, and then I added some lemon lime twist confetti. Okay, so we're just going to stamp that right on here. And then we're going to adhere it onto here. Right in between there. Okay, now we need to decorate here. And I have a layer of basic black. And this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 1 7/8. So that's just going to get adhered. And I should show you when I stick that down, look at, now it doesn't bend and wobble in that center part. So it makes it nice and stable. Okay, so we're just going to put that on here. And then I have a piece of basic white that's 1 3/4 by 3 1/8. And Cheryl, that is why I added the black underneath. This one, the original sample, I really like, but it's just lacking just a little bit for me with the pop. Okay, so we're going to put that basic white on there, and I've embossed it with the Basics 3D embossing folder. And then I fussy cut the alligator out of the designer paper, so I didn't have to do any coloring. That's already done for me. And we're just going to pop that up on dimensionals. And we may have to cut some dimensionals down a little bit, or I could have brought my minis over, but I forgot. So we'll just cut some smaller chunks here. Okay, that can go there. We want the head to stay up, and then we need his tail to stand up also. We don't want that falling down. Okay, will that do? I think so. Okay, take our backings off. Uh-oh, I lost you on my laptop. Hang on just a second. There we go. Okay, and let's get these backings off. And then that can go right on there so his tail's not hanging off the end. And then we should add a little bit of bling, right? So I'm using the classic matte dots. Now I could have colored a few of those with the lemon lime twist Stampin' Blend. I could have colored the white ones or the vanilla ones. All right, so let's, you know what? Let's give our little tires some centers. And then let's just add a couple of the big ones. I'm trying to decide where I want to put them. Okay. And we could pull the stamp set out and stamp something on our envelope also, but isn't that adorable? And like I said, it'll fit right into your card. or your envelope. And then when they pull it out, it'll stand right up so you can put it up on display. So everybody will see your amazing card. Isn't that cool? Again, all of that just from a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock. And it looks so awesome. So there are your 2 cards for tonight. And again, I just like my little matted ones a little bit better. So don't forget, the Zany Zoo is in the annual catalog. So you could get that with the 24-hour stamp sale, 15% off. In my Facebook post, I also did a reminder that anybody who signs up, joins my team for $99, you get to choose $125 of anything that you want. And you can put the sale items in your starter kit, which means you get even more. I was going to do some calculations on that. At $125, 15%, if you chose all of those, you'd get an extra $18 in stamp set. So basically, you kind of get an extra free stamp set that you wouldn't normally get. You could mat the... Exactly. Cheryl, you could definitely put some white underneath that just to make it pop a little bit. Once I figured out the difference in dimensions on it, it's like, okay, now I can go back and make all kinds of... I also made one earlier this week that I wasn't real happy with how it turned out, but I was going to get Hey Chuck out and make one with that. Okay, and so I did with the designer paper and some flowers, and this one I actually did on the other side also, so it could go either direction. Okay, so they're just so much fun to be able to do lots of different things. Okay, so that is everything for this week. Don't forget the stamp sale, and make sure you post your card challenge, your July card sketch challenge. You have 2 weeks yet to get your cards posted. There's a couple of really awesome cards that were posted this week. So make sure you get your card done and get out there and get that posted for me. All right, everybody have a great week. I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.